Hi everyone, welcome back to the Storytime family. How are you today? How's your day looking? Did you have a busy day? Did you spend lots of time learning new things today? Well, I hope you got to play outside. Are you ready to read a book with us? Today we have a book called The Only Way to Make Bread by Cristina Quintero and Sarah Gonzalez. Let's get started. The only way to make bread. The only way to make bread is like this. You always start with a counter or a table. Any clean counter or table will do. Next, you need a bowl. It can be any color you like. My favorite bowl to make bread in is bright blue with milky white inside. Then pick a flour. It can be soft and white like fresh snow, or light brown and scratchy like fine sand. Maybe it's pale yellow and powdery fine, or coarse and heavy like a pile of teeny tiny rocks. Now, you need some salt, and if you're using yeast, you definitely need some sugar to make your bread rise. Add some water or milk, maybe an egg or two. Grab a handful of this, add a dash of that. Mix in a bit of this and finish with a splash of that. Get out your best wooden spoon or use your hands and knead it all together until you can't tell where this starts and that ends. I like to use my hands because it's how my puppy taught me. Some doughs like to bubble. Some doughs are sticky and wet. Some doughs stay small, and some need time to double in size. Sometimes the dough is soft, loose, and shaggy, like an old t-shirt. Sometimes it's bouncy and firm, like fresh Play-Doh. Sometimes the dough is smooth and round, like the fullest moon. It all smells a little sweet or a little sour and a lot delicious. When the dough is ready, it's time to give it shape. Maybe your dough is rolled into long strips and braided. My dough is shaped into balls the size of donut holes and passed back and forth between my hands until it's flat and round like a small, skinny hockey puck. Maybe your dough is rolled into row after row of perfect tiny buns. Next, you need to cook it, or bake it, or fry it in a pan. The pan can be heavy and round, or tall and rectangular. You might use a flat pan, or perhaps no pan at all, just grilled over the stovetop instead. Maybe you skip the kitchen entirely, wrap the dough around a stick, and cook it over an open fire. Now, for the very best part, when your bread is done, whether spongy or dry, fluffy or flat, you absolutely must find someone to share it with, because bread must always be broken together. Sing before you eat it or slather it with jam. Use it like a spoon or tear it with your hands. I forgot to tell you the most important part, the secret ingredient. Everyone has one, and guess what? It's always the same. You always want to make your bread with love. Your bread might look different from mine, and it probably tastes different too, and that's okay. All bread is delicious. So the next time you make bread, remember there is only one way to make it, your way. Wow, look at all the different types of breads. Pandesa, challah, arepas, campfire bannock, focaccia, chocopan, hardo, Canadian dinner buns, toe, puri, and bao. Which one's your favorite bread? And that was the only way to make bread. I'm so hungry right now. Are you? I love bread. And I hope you've made your own bread before because it's fun. You should try it. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you'd like to own a copy of this book, the link to purchase it is in our description below. Do give us a like and subscribe if you haven't. And click on the bell for more stories like this. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here again soon. You take care. Bye.
Today we have a book called I Am Stronger Than Anxiety by Elizabeth Cole. Let's get started, shall we? I am stronger than anxiety. It was a sunny weekend. Time for some fun. Nick's dad planned a camping trip with his son. Nick was excited to spend the day with Dad, but then he thought of all the worries he had. How will I sleep without my favorite toys? How will I sleep if the thunder makes noise? What if I see monsters hiding in the trees? What if I get stung by a hard-working bee? Nick's hands started to sweat, and his mouth felt dry. He was so upset that he could start to cry. His whole world felt like it was turned inside out. He was feeling anxious. There was no doubt. During the drive to the mountains, Nick didn't talk. Dad set up the tent while Nick went for a walk. Still worried, Nick wandered and looked all around. He saw a raccoon writing a note on the ground. "Hey there, what are you writing?" little Nick asked. The raccoon replied, but kept scribbling fast. "I moved to a new den where the forest ends. I was afraid I wouldn't make any new friends. So I write down all my worries here on a note, then throw away everything that I wrote." Nick took some paper and wrote his worries too. He scribbled them fast until he was through. Nick and the raccoon tossed their notes away. "I feel so much better now, I have to say." Nick thanked the raccoon and continued his walk. Then he heard someone singing behind a big rock. It was a moose with funny antlers on his head. "Hello, that's a beautiful song," little Nick said. The moose said, "I am nervous before my football game. When I have to go to the dentist, I feel the same." So, whenever I'm nervous, I sing this song. It helps me feel better. It helps me feel strong. The moose taught Nick the words and he sang along. They walked through the woods singing this song. Worries, oh worries, I will beat you all, whether you are big or many that are small. I am fearless and I am brave too. Anxiety, I am stronger than you. Nick left the moose and saw someone new for a chat. It was a brown bear stretching out on a mat. The bear looked funny, wearing a toga. Come and join me. I'm doing yoga. I'm trying to relax before the school play. I'm scared and don't want my anxiety to stay. Little Nick stood up tall next to the bear. He took a deep breath of fresh forest air. Together, they stretched their legs and their backs. They reached their arms to the sky, then stretched their necks. After all the techniques little Nick had used, he no longer felt nervous, scared, and confused. Nick told his dad about his unusual day and how all his anxiety had flown away. His dad smiled slightly and then gently said, "It's normal to have worries bothering your head. Stress and anxiety a lot of trouble can bring. Knowing how to deal with them is the most important thing." Nick was glad to share his thoughts with his dad and to tell him about all the worries he's had. The rest of his trip was relaxing and fun. "I'm stronger than anxiety," Nick said, "and I won." And that was I Am Stronger Than Anxiety. Are you stronger than anxiety? I'm sure you've worried about a lot of small things and a lot of big things too. And that's okay. Just let it come through and then let it pass and you'll be just fine. Hope you enjoyed the book and show the author some love. If you'd like to own a copy, the links to purchase it are in the description below. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe and give us a like. We'll see you back here soon. You take care. Bye-bye.